Welcome back, friends. My name is Eric. This is Mellowseven Gaming, and we are playing Football Manager 2019. We're back with Kaiserslautern on top of the Betzenberg at Fritz-Walter Stadion, playing the Red Devils. So, let's talk about how it's going, and not very good. Let's just say not very good. I'm not happy with it. However, when all is said and done with a game in hand, we are in top half, which is what we're supposed to be. So we need to be 9th or higher. Potentially with that game, we could leapfrog Sandhusen and be in 7th place, but clearly not as good as last season's gone. I don't know if it's because of the new players and we just haven't betted anybody in. I don't know if it's tactics. I don't know. I think is clear to say. This, by the way, is the Andromeda. You can see Andromeda Home up here. Skin off of FM Scout. I've been playing with a few of them. We may see a few others. I have not looked to see what any of them look like in game yet. So there's going to be a little bit. However, if you're interested in the skins I have, I've got them all off of FM Scout. And if you take a look at preferences, you can see I've got a few of them. These are the Andromeda ones. Entreaty is essentially, I believe, just a reskin of the basic dark one with instant result and some different color options other than the purple, because the purple is hideous. I think terrible. The Flute Dark skin, which we've seen a fair amount. I did, by the way, mod that to add back or adjust the mod, and my light just went out. Is our lighting still okay? It looks like we'll live without it. I did adjust it to put the sidebar back on. I haven't looked to see if it worked yet, but I did make that change this morning because I do actually really like the Flute skin. I just really don't like the fact that I can't get to the sidebar very easily with the way my monitors and stuff are set up. Regular Football Manager ones, dark light skins. I think, let's see, that one must be purple. Yeah, Google Light skin I like quite a bit. I've been looking at it. I don't think it looks as nice for the recording as much, but I do like the layout. It's a little bit too light, but it's still pretty good. I like it quite a bit. Noob skin we've seen, OPZ Elite skin we've seen, the Rensies we've seen, and Yaks is what I was doing the other day when I was on my Shadow computer, and I didn't remember which one I had loaded. It was Yaks, by the way. So those are the ones I have. I got all of those off of FM Scout, as well as the texture for the field. And I believe also that's where we got the real name fix, which I have on this one, but not on the other computer because it's kind of annoying to install. It's not annoying. You just have to go in and delete a bunch of files in various places and replace some stuff. So it's just more involved than the majority of the than the mods are. So is what it is. Anyway, FM Scout, go there, love it. It's excellent. They do a great job. Anyway, so we're going to try the Andromeda today, and we're just going to cancel back out of this. So let's look at how things have been going. Not particularly well. You see, I don't know that I like this page. This is a lot more subtle against the dark background, but that's okay. Let's take a look at it. Well, you can see we are incapable of beating Eintracht Braunschweig, which is even more annoying because if we take a look, we are the... Oh, no. Did they win another match? Oh, they finally won a couple matches. They must have won their last 2. Oh, they did win their last 2. Up to this point, so 8 matches in, we were the only team they'd beat, and they beat us twice. Which was really demoralizing when they were down here at the bottom with just 1 win, and it was us, and they knocked us out of the Pokal. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Anyway, let's get back to our schedule here. I'm not a huge fan of this bar either. It's definitely different. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so we lost 0-1 to them on the next match. Followed that up with a barn burner against Augsburg. They were first in the league. They won it 4-2. We did get goals out of Danny Menig and Christian Bielik, our goalkeeper. You can see they had 3 goals by the same player 23 minutes in. A hat trick 23 minutes in. Now, he did not set up any of those. There were no assists for any of those. Every single one of those was created by a spectacular tackle in the box that worked as a spectacular pass directly to him every single time. Those 4 goals, I believe, were scored on 1 chance. and all of 3 of his goals were scored off of tackles where the ball just rolled right to his feet and he had a free shot at the goalkeeper as he came charging in. Every single one of them. So a little annoying. I don't think we deserve to have lost that one. I think we actually had 2 chances in that one. Either way, we lost it 4-2. It is what it is. At home, 30,000 people showed up. Moved on to Sandhusen, who's about the same level as us, and that's reflected in a similar score, 1-0. We lost it. We were away. Home, maybe we win that one. I don't know. They scored early and then nothing happened. We didn't play badly. We just didn't play well. Wolfsburg, Julius Beata got a couple of goals, but we lost 4-2. This was another one where they got a lot of goals. 8 of their first 8 shots were on target. Again, 1 chance in those 4 goals. Oh, in the first 3 goals. I don't remember what the 4th one, but I know maybe it was all 4. Let's check view match. Is it going to give me match stats somewhere? Report. Can I just look at match stats? That's not match stats, guys. That's player stats. Analysis? Summary, maybe? None of these help me. Oh, here we go. This one actually is match stats. Yeah, 1 clear-cut chance, 0 half chances. They scored 4 goals. We had 1 clear-cut chance and 2 half chances. And you're seeing a theme here. We're creating chances. We are just not putting them away. And I don't know if that's just sheer dumb luck, if that's just really bad finishing on our part. I don't know, but chances are there. We just aren't getting them. Can we add? Is there a way to add? Let's see, what type of insert columns can we add? Away, formation, home, opposition, referees. I'm going to add ref. It does occasionally say, hey, you can check ref stats. Did he play well or did he? But it doesn't tell you who the ref was for the match on that. You have to go back into the stats, to figure out who it was. So this is great. I could at least look and go, you know what? Christoph, I think you screwed us. How did you play that game? And we can find out if he actually did or not. I did have one of these matches. We had 2 goals disallowed for offsides, and the replay showed both of them were onside, but they didn't give me the goal. So I don't know if it's continuing to be a problem with the supposedly fixed bad example that they fixed in the midwinter patch. But 2 goals in 1 game, 1 for each team, disallowed, both of which were onside. Their example clearly showed the red line behind the yellow line in both of them, and yet both of them were disallowed. So is what it is. Anyway, after the Augsburg debacle, oh no, we were up to Wolfsburg. We finally managed to squeeze a draw out of Dynamo Dresden, 1-1. Emmanuel Banda getting the goal. I'd like to see more goals out of him. He probably has the best overall finishing anybody on the team, finishing and long shots combined. And then Felice Thiessen got 2 goals against Ingolstadt to get us a badly needed win. You can see just before half, just after half. It is what it is. That was a nice way to brace those. Nobody else played particularly great. Yannick played well. And then we got a 2-1 lead over Gruther Fürth. I changed the formation in this one to, well, we'll take a look at it. We won because Thiessen was good and Banda was good. I mean, they got goals. That's why they look good. I'm not sure that anybody was particularly good. Leo Clausen played okay, which was nice. But I don't feel this is a repeatable. We were at home and we just edged it. And I just don't think we should be, I don't know, maybe that close to them. So let's look at tactics. For that one, we played, well, we've tried this because I do have guys with good, Bonda's probably better there with finishing 11, first touch of 4 or long shot of 14, finishing of 10, long shot of 14, composure 12. What's Bonda's composure? 13. So yeah, he's probably slightly better up here than Beata is, but then where do I put Beata? You know what I'm saying? So we've tried this. The last match we tried this, and we dropped Ogden back in here. I briefly started a match with this. Maybe we played a half of it, and I actually prefer it, to be fair, but I've got good wingers, and so I don't think we should get rid of them. I would ideally like to play something like this, but like I said, our wing play has been just spectacular, so there's been no reason to do something like this. But I just, as a chance, just to see how it worked, I threw it in there somewhere. And honestly, it looked like it created chances. We had the bid it was in was reasonable. So I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at stats real fast, because I've been kind of looking at some stuff, trying to figure out what we've got. We can take a look at goals, just try to figure out what players we want in here. You can see Thiessen leads the team in goals. He's also got 2 assists. He's created 3 chances, and he's been player of the match twice, which is great. Assist-wise, Bonda's created most of our assists, 5 chances there. So if we flip up here, whoops, the other direction, we see he also leads the team in chances. So I would say at the moment, Banda and Thiessen are the only 2 must-have in the team. Player of the match, it's been kind of all over the place. So we'll see. Passing completion, Marco hasn't been in a whole lot, so I don't think we can really take that as a useful stat. But Banda's, again, completions are pretty good. Menig's passes are pretty good. I mean, pretty much everybody up here has done a pretty reasonable job. And then down here, Yannick Huth has had, well, maybe he shouldn't be passing. Let's just say that. And Elias Huth has been pretty bad with his passing as well, which actually surprises me a little bit. So these are kind of individual stats. We can look at that. However, let's look at goals per 90, and we can see that Elias Huth provides the most goals per 90. He gets essentially a goal a game when he plays. 3 goals, 98 cents. 3 goals, 3 appearances, and 0.99 per game. So a goal a game, it says. However, his passing's horrible. His tackling is actually, I don't really mind. He's a striker. That's okay. Shots is 50%, though. He's scoring, but, Thiessen's 53. Danny Menig is 75. Bialik's 75, but he's only in there on he's only going to be in a place to score on a set piece. So I don't think we can really look at it. As far as strikers, though, Menig is clearly much better. Where are the rest of our strikers? Mamadou doesn't have any shots. How about, let's just do it this way. Sternberg 100%, but he's got no goals out of that 100%. Sven 60% for the youngster. Beata's 47%. Those are our strikers, right? And they're not good. So let's go ahead and goals per 99, or goals per 90. So 0.99, 0.68 for Thiessen, 67 for Menig, Beata. Virgilou's at the bottom here. But I think he's our best guy going forward, so we got to continue to work him in. But clearly he's not quite ready to be an everyday player at the moment. Danny looks to be better in 2 matches. 1 goal and 1 assist and 1 chance created in 8 games and a sub appearance is not good. And I don't know how or why. He's fast, and his finishing isn't bad. He's got an 11. His long shots isn't good. His composure is actually really good at 13. So with the composure, the off the ball, and the technique, I really expected more. But we just haven't been getting it out of him right now. And you can see he plays an average of 6.76, whereas Huth, Thiessen, Beata, and Bonda are both in the 7s. So that's interesting. So team goals per 90. This is a little bit more useful, I think, because this also takes effect, like, not necessarily assists and goals, but are you the guy before the assist, right? I was watching some stats on that, dealing with Arsenal the other day, and seeing some interesting stuff. And so you can see Elias, team goals per 90, seems to do the most for the team to create goals. So I'm thinking we probably have to leave him in, or put him in at this point, because clearly, even though it's a shot percentage of 50%, He does have 3 goals, and the team scores goals. Although, interestingly enough, team goals per 90 is 2.65, but he's got... Oh, that's 3 goals per... Never mind. I take that back. So we get almost 3 goals a game when Elias is in. And he adds 1 of those. So one of those 3's him. Ramazan Ozkul, interestingly, 2.4 as our backup defensive center. Again, small sample size. 4 sub appearances at the end. Thiessen again is way towards the top again, but we already knew Thiessen had to be in. Bonda, but let's take a look at team goals conceded. So in this case, 2.65, but he is on for 1.65. So you have a net of 1, right? So that's interesting. Danny Menig, who we talked about being one of our better options for, team goals is 0.67, and he gets them. So in his appearances, he either scores a goal or nothing happens. And you can see he's actually a net loss here. We actually give up almost 3 goals per game, 2.7 goals per game more than we score with him. So I think we really want to get players that are have a net positive for that. So let's kind of flip this around. Now, Yannakuth, we don't have much to do with. Allowed per 90 is only a goalkeeper goal. So we're going to just go ahead and remove this one here because it doesn't really add anything to us. We've only got the one goalkeeper that we played with, and he's better. So we don't have a useful sub there. Nicholas Cruiser, slight positive. If we were going to swap him, it'd be Ture, and Ture is exactly equal. So we shall leave that in there. We've got Christian Bialik, who's actually a net negative, and Gokhan Gul is a net positive. Bialik does have it, but you know what? We saw that Ramzan Okul is actually 2.4 over, so let's go ahead and give him a match here. We'll give him a start. He's got to get some starts in here anyway for his development. Let's give a larger sample size and see how this changes. Gokhan Gul we've looked at, and you know, we could look at Isaac down here. He's a net equal. Ozdemir Gottwald was just too old to play for the under team, so we moved him up here, but we're not going to see him. We're probably going to release him here shortly. So there's nobody else really there, and he is a net positive, so we'll run with that. Sternberg, he's also a net negative, which is interesting. We could go Leon Klassen here, who is a net positive at the moment. He's managed to get in 3 matches. I have a hard time believing he's better than Sternberg, but just for the sake of Moneyball here, or sabermetrics, however you want to call it, we're going to give it a try, and we're going to see how that works. Theodore Bergman, net positive, slightly. Hamza's actually a net negative. Sven's a slight positive. So I say we stick with Bergman for now. Bonda, positive as well. So we go with that. Felice Thiessen, we've already said Thiessen and Bonda are must-haves, and they're both positive. Thiessen by about 0.7. Virgilou, I would like to play him more, however, and he is a net positive, actually. Hamza is the net negative. Oh, it's got him there. Hold on. Let's go back tactics-wise here. Let's flip back over to... Let's do this. We're going to play 2 strikers of some sort. I haven't decided what. Squad. Let's flip that around. Stefaniak, Marvin here. Also a very strong net negative by 1.5, which is just scary. And he's not fit at the moment. Zook is a positive. Or Elias is a positive there. Let's go with Zook because I think we're going to put Elias in maybe for Virgilou for now. And Beata's a net positive as well. I would like to keep Virgilou as the sub because we need to get him more game time. We need to continue his development. And maybe that means we need to play him with the 2s for now, actually. Now let's play Danny on the 2s. We'll stick him up here with the 1s. And so now we've got everybody is a net positive. here. Let's take a look at tactics, analysis, formations. Last 50, yeah, I'd say last 50 matches is probably too much. Whoops, back. Formations. Including friendlies. We don't want friendlies. Let's look at just domestic league. And let's look at... we've got, what, 8 or 9 matches in? So we haven't played some of these a lot. 4-1-4-1, which is with this guy... Oh, okay. It shows us. It's this right here. The one we played last match. It said we got 2 chances for against a similarly rated team and none against, in a very limited sample size. I think if we look back, didn't we play it some last season? Let's look at, say, last 30 matches. One started. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I just played it in... Okay, maybe it is good. I don't know. We got 2 chances in 1 match, so I guess that's okay. 4-2-3-1 wide, again, 138 minutes of this one, 1 for 1, 4-2-4, running up here. Clearly that's not working. It's a good against the lower rated teams. It oddly enough split with the higher rated, but we're -2 there in 407 minutes. So 5 for 5, a split average, and most of that was against lower. So that's clearly not it. 4-4-2, I guess, is maybe what we go. I mean, this shows us a chance every 77 minutes, which isn't very good, but no chances against in that same. And that's across 233 minutes. Maybe. And then the diamond narrow, it didn't create any chances at all for us in the one match we used it, 64 minutes worth. So I guess we're a 4-4-2, and we just go with that. And this is essentially how we're going to kind of, we'll drop back. I mean, this is what we played last season, and it worked. We were in 4th, so maybe don't mess with, don't mess with it if it ain't broken, right? We've got him on support. Thiessen, I would like attacking because he is one of our bigger goal scorers. What footed is he? He's right only. So we'll leave him out here rather than run. Well, now we'll just leave him here. We'll just put him on attack and run him in. I think that'll be okay. Zook, what type of closing does Zook have? Finishing, no real long shots. I'm wondering if maybe we run him as a wide. No, he's happier here. Let's just leave him there. I was wondering if we run him wide and then we could run Clausen in, or whoever we have there. But Clausen, we don't really want shooting. He's one of the resolute players we brought in. Cruiser, I think because we've got our left side on support up there already, let's leave him on support too so they don't end up in the same place. So Zook will come up here. Clausen will hopefully end up here somewhere. Thiessen's going to attack in. That means we can leave Cruiser to attack in as well. What footed is Ramazan? He's left only, so let's swap because I believe Gokengul is right. And he is. So let's do that. I would rather this be an advanced playmaker on support. His scoring, while he has picked up some goals, his finishing is terrible. And his long shots is terrible. And in fact, I think, we're going to tell him to personalized edit instructions, shoot less. Oh, he can't do it because it's already part of the deal, right? No. Advanced playmaker. Okay, well, I guess it's not going to let me. It is on shoot less often there, so we'll leave with that. And then Bonda, I don't know. I would like him to get up and score a lot. So our options are either roaming playmaker, driving forward with the ball to spearhead attacks, or Mazzala, drifting wide and operating in the half spaces. Central, we're not really going to have any... we're going to have Zook and Clausen already over there, so let's try this. See how that works. We'll leave it there, and let's jump into a match. We've got Jan Regensburg. They're 5th at the moment. Man, this has just been such a frustrating season. And maybe it's just I tried changing too much stuff. We've got lots of new players. Although right now we've got only 3 on the pitch right now for this one. And we played with tactics. Now this one's positive. I don't really want this to be a gegenpress. Let's go cautious on this one. They're ranked higher. I would like to, we want low crosses because our team is terrible on crosses. Our crosses are bad and our heading is even worse, according to the stats. We've been really, really abysmal. So let's do low crosses and let's try working the ball into the box. Something along those lines. And maybe we play for set pieces. Maybe that gives us an option. I'm going to leave passing on standard. Our passing's not been good. But the game goes back and forth between telling us we have to have to telling everybody we should be passing shorter, and then I'll do that and I'll tell everybody we should be passing longer. So let's just leave it in the middle. We'll call it there. We'll try to work the ball up the sides. No, screw that. We're going up the middle. We've got Bonda there. We've got Bergman there. Let's let them work. Let's try to do that up. We can find outlets and bring the ball back in. Let's try that. And I'd like to be more expressive. We're a fairly creative team. It's one of the few things that we do have over the rest of the league. So let's go that. Attacking width, I think we stay... I think we just leave this here. I think that's fine. I like the higher tempo, but maybe we knock it down a little bit. In transition, we'll just turn off the counter press. I'm fine counterattacking. Distribute. His passing's really bad. Anywhere along the back there. What's his? Kicking is 15. Passing is 11. We saw his passing was horrible. In transition, let's do short kicks. Something like that, generally speaking. So that's that. Out of possession. I think we're going to drop this line down. Maybe we still leave it. Let's just leave it as a standard, but we'll bring these guys higher. Something like that. I'm going to turn the pressing down. We're not a great marking or tackling team. I don't really want to use the offside trap. Let's stay on our feet, though. We'll try to prevent the short goalkeeping, and we'll do standard. Let's do that. All right, submit team. Oh, you know what I'm going to do real fast? Let's save this. We'll call it our Moneyball one. Because of the players not, but I need a name. I don't want to... I'm not sure if it's going to save this tactic because we're already kind of in the game thing, and I don't want it to lose all that work. Zook's been injured. Injuries haven't been as bad, I guess, as they were last season. There is a more realistic injury mod out on FM Scout that I might try, but I didn't feel like messing with it on this save. Okay. I like this. That looks all really nice. We got our substitutes. Let's go to the dressing room. I like that. That's easy to read. I'm not sure we need to look at his crotch, but, you know, I guess the hand's in the way. Sure, it worked. Off to the tunnel interview. Yeah, we'll just say it's injuries. Temper your... He's one of our youngsters. Maybe at some point. Our youngsters have been getting absolutely whooped by the way, in their league. Despite the fact we have a lot of potential, we're 15 and 16, right? We don't have a lot of 17 or 18-year-olds in the under 19, so we've been getting pretty beat up this season. Cruiser to Zook. Weiss comes out and steals that one right away. We've had a slight bump in possession. Then we let Osman through. Luckily, Huth is good with one-on-ones. It's one thing he is good at. He's bad in the air. And they also say he's terrible with distribution and communication, although he's quite a bit better than our other goalkeeper, Bear Grylls, for that. I considered upgrading. I thought hard about trying to get a resolute or a driven goalkeeper just to use back there for mentoring purposes, more or less. And I just didn't want to spend the money on it. I mean, that's what it came down to. I found goalkeepers that were better at some stuff, and maybe slight advantages overall, but they were going to cost, $1 million plus whatever the signing bonuses were going to be. Why did we not try to go for that? Why did we just let him have it? So I didn't. Defensively, we're actually doing okay mentoring. Offensively, we've got nobody with a personality worth doing anything about. They're all essentially balanced or whatever. So we do need some better mentoring. Bergman, I don't know what was up with that slide tackle. He just kind of fell over. Bergman tried to get it out to Cruiser. How are our passes? Our passes have been 75. They really should be 80. So we might knock that down just shorter. That one just kind of pinballs around back there and rolls back out. We're not losing. I mean, the draw, I guess, at the moment puts us up to 7th just on goal differential. Let's pause this here. Wow, this is how the basic setup is. This is bad. Let's go. I guess this is going to be home and away. So let's go here. We'll put us over here for now. Can we adjust these at all? No, we can't. Oh, I hate that. Why can I not slide these? Let's go. There's no place to put match stats, essentially, on this screen. So this one is probably dead to us. If you don't give me a good place to put match stats, I mean, none of these windows are long enough. We need at least 3 windows this long, right? We have to be able to get the 2 teams, and we need to be able to get match stats in. And we don't have to have 8 billion match stats, but we do need some. And this is kind of, as far as, average rating I can probably live without. Because, I can look over here. But, yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of this. Focus of attack. We've got 2 focus of attacks built in. That doesn't make any sense. Let's throw a home heat map. Oh, no, we're away. We home? I don't remember which side is which. No, we've got to be away. They're red. We're in black this game. So let's go. Yeah, there we go. Them. Let's go away. All our time is spent here at the moment. Our passing, like I said, is bad. Let's go ahead and go to tactics. Something like that. Confirm. Play. Vigo with the throw in. The ref tried to run through the pass. Beautiful little shot in. Who's there? Zook made an attempt. Stoll squeezes that one in. And we're down 1-0, 20 minutes in. Just inside the box. Onside. And so far we have given up a clear cut and 2 half chances with this formation. So all of a sudden, all of a sudden this one is just as bad as everything else. Again, the only thing that shows a positive at the moment really is running with the DM. Beata! Cruiser! Yes, we get back into this one with a clear-cut chance of our own. So I guess that's, I don't know how that balances out. Maybe it's still a slight positive. But I've got so many strikers. That's the problem. And I just don't think Huth works very well as a lone striker. And Beata doesn't have the finishing to be the lone striker up front there. And maybe this is just the work the ball in the box that's getting us. Maybe we should be just doing early crosses. But again, with Beata and Huth up there, we don't have the speed to take advantage of, early stuff. We throw it in. These guys aren't fast enough. Possession is dropped, oddly enough, despite the shorter passing. And uncautious. Well, let's just let this run through. I don't remember what I have Beata and Huth set to as far as their strikeriness goes. Oh yeah, this is great, guys. This is beautiful. This is horrible. So the question is, if I change these, what does it mess up on our in-game one, right? Saying Clausen's been the worst. Okay, dressing room. Well, we thought about that. Let's go ahead and let's put Sternberg in there. Let's get him back up. Do it for the fans. I mean, it's 1-1 right now. I don't want to be upset or anything. And I do want to look at tactics. I would like Beata to be a false nine. Take advantage of his long shots. Let's do that. Sure. Like I say, I just haven't been able to really get much to work. If you check the team report, it tells us every single stat on our team is much worse than everybody else in the league. Now, if we check the team comparison, we're not that bad. But within the team scouting report, it tells us they're all horrible. Huth, okay. Up to Bergman. Up to Zook. Zook feeds it all the way across to Thiessen. He was trying to get the cross back across. Good defense. Deflects off. Weiss is actually paying attention. He gets it right there. Can we get the header? Let's keep the pressure. Nope, we can't. Ioya feeds it in. Puts it over the top. Okay, still 1-1. They're still doubling us up on chances, but we did get a half chance there. They're getting a lot of shots. There's a shot in. So Huth got a shot in there. I mean, our team heat map essentially just says we live in front of our own goal. You know what I'm saying? Spend a little bit of time out. We're just living on our side. Let's take a look, instead of focus of attacks, let's look at action zones. Because I have a feeling there's more of a... Oh, whoops, play. I mean, I guess mostly it's in our side. We are clearly playing it out from the back, though. We're spending a little bit more time there than I really would like, but... Please don't be a penalty. Oh, maybe we do want a penalty. No, we don't want the penalty. We flip sides. I forgot what side we were on. Huth heads that one away. I mean, at this point, we'll take a draw. Don't misconstrue what I say. At this point, a draw is a decent result for the way the season's gone. But from a chances created standpoint, it's not nearly as good. We've created 6 shots, 3 of which were on target. Only one was long, so our try to work the ball into box, I guess, worked. Bonda and Beata are the only real 2 with long shots, which is one more reason to try to get the ball into the box. Gokin goal up to Ramazan. Ramazan's played, I don't know what the heck. I think that was a pass and a deflection. They went back to the goalkeeper. Bergman out to Thiessen. Thiessen just gets mugged, but the game ends. So it was a draw, but we probably didn't deserve the draw, I would say. That does put us up to 7th place on goal differential. Dressing room, I think we'll just tell the boys we're disappointed? I don't know. It's in a way... I'm not sure. I mean, I'm disappointed because of it, but as far as the result goes, I don't think I'm disappointed. I'm fine taking a draw against Jan. I mean, they are above us. It was away. That's not the worst thing in the world. If Bochum wins theirs, they're going to be on 16 points. They're playing Darmstadt. They should win. We're probably going to drop back down to 8th, but again, we're still going to be in the top half, and that's what matters. And I guess I just need to do some more play testing. I mean, maybe the next one on the tactics is, in fact, this. In which case, we'd probably run Ogden in here. We don't have a lot of people that are comfortable as a defensive, as a DM. And then we would run this maybe as an advanced playmaker. What if we run him as an advanced playmaker on attack? We swept that back. Huh. I don't know. Probably don't want him on attack. I don't know, with the crossing of 12 and passing of 14, we may not be bad with him getting laterals, but I've already got Zook and Kloss in there. If we were playing a diamond, then definitely. I don't know. Let's go back and look at our stats page now. Well, we allowed one goal, and it's not really going to change much. Everybody that's positive is still positive. I don't know, guys. Back to the drawing board. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers.